Boss, I need to talk to you about this. Quiet.
Been reading a lot of articles on the internet.
Whenever's fine. Thanks.
Boss, everybody thinks I'm okay with Quiet's dumb, shitty design, because I just, like, don't do backflips about being so mad about it, but,
Really, it's less about Quiet herself, but what she represents in broader trends.
yeah. Also, we painted the whole base tactical gunmetal gray.
They were listening to me however many episodes that was ago.
Yeah, you can customize the color of the base, though. There aren't very many colors you can pick from, but, there is some customization there.
Alright.
Yeah. But yeah, it's very hard to not talk about Quiet and not bring up Hideo Kojima's chain of tweets about like, hey, everyone had words to say after Quiet's reveal. Hey, you'll be ashamed of your words and deeds when you find out the reason Quiet is mostly naked.
I'm very confused about the alleged deeds. I'm pretty sure it was entirely words, right? Like, nobody was...
So, everyone, prepare yourself to be ashamed of your words and deeds. Hey, Ocelot. We're just looking.
She, refuses to wear clothes. The last staff member who tried to dress her, breathing through tubes.
Why would you... She's a grown woman.
Cooperative. She understands English, but she never speaks, sweats, or breathes.
What?
Well, not with lungs, at least. She breathes through her skin.
Ah.
Clothing would suffocate her.
What about 100% cotton?
What, we just gave her a sweater that, like, breathes a lot.
Showers are okay. But she can't
Or
be
have an
submerged.
R&D develop Under Armour.
What's wrong with her?
She's drinking through her skin.
Oh, I thought she was just wiggling. Ocelot, can we have the R&D
okay.
team just make, like, a shirt with
She's
lots
okay.
of holes
She just
in
can't
it?
move when she's taking in water. Look.
Quiet, I'm saying there's probably more options than this.
See that? She hasn't eaten a thing since she got here.
She doesn't eat either?
Never.
He doesn't poop either, don't forget that.
Photosynthesis.
Photosynthesis.
Well, then why are you keeping her
That's
in
the
a
verdict from the
basement,
medical
you
staff.
freak?
Jury's still out. It's the only explanation for what we've seen.
It is distracting that her top ties in the front and the back somehow.
Now, we don't think she's contagious, but some of the staff
Are afraid of
can't
cooties.
stomach her. It's starting to affect morale.
Can't you send her on a mission?
By herself? No. But as you know, she does have skill. Why not take her out on one of your missions? She seems to like you.
Does she? I
Of course,
can't tell, she
only
doesn't
you think
talk.
She'll be useful. Next time you go
Well,
out,
she both
keep her
tried
in
to
mind.
kill us and prevented our death, so it's a
Yeah.
coin flip.
Well, there you go. The reason why you should be ashamed of judging Quiet's character design is because she breathes through her skin.
I've had drug resistance since.
Even when this stuff happens, some people are like, "Oh no, I'm sure there's a deeper reason that will make you feel bad," but no. That's it. She breathes through her skin.
I think the more important statement came a few days before the words or deeds tweets, if I remember correctly. I know it came first, just the distance I might be forgetting. The statement that she was designed with figure purchasers and cosplayers in mind.
Yeah.
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 It was blatantly and explicitly just like, people will buy this shit.
Yeah.
That was the first statement.
Look, we're Metal Gear, we have normal action figures, but we've already made, like, big titty Sniper Wolf anime action figures. So why don't we make a character that's just that from the start, so we don't have to redesign her character later?
Say all you will about being a character choice. It was first sold as like a really crass, commercialized choice.
Yeah.
Lie than a painful truth. Is that the peace you've
Anyways, what's
chosen,
going on with
Doc?
Huey?
I'm
Yeah.
not lying. Of course. Just let me check one or two things. On that day, you were in the control tower with them.
What'd you have for breakfast?
I had 3 bags of Mother Base
That's
Doritos.
How you got out unscathed. And you escaped on one of their choppers. Only you, right before the base went under. They had me blindfolded the whole time. I've never been so scared. The whole flight, I thought they'd kill me.
That doesn't make much sense. If they were gonna kill you, they could have done it right there with everyone else they were killing.
Yeah, they would have killed you with the explosion.
There was a plane journey, and then we traveled by road. When they finally took off the blindfold,
We stopped at a Denny's halfway through.
Dang it, boss, this could be anywhere.
Afghanistan. It was that research lab. I couldn't believe they'd taken me halfway around the world. And soon enough, he came.
He's been in Afghanistan for 9 years?
He's the one who's really behind that
Yeah?
Mother Base attack.
Alright.
He forced me into that research.
What kind of research?
He was working at a Soviet research lab in Afghanistan before the Soviet invasion of Afghanistan? I just want to make that clear.
Peace Walker, a system that could fire an ICBM-class nuclear weapon. That's how the Sahelanthropus project got started.
Sahelanthropus.
That's not a
Those
word.
AI weapons I'd made in Costa Rica were like toys by comparison. A whole world apart from reptilian four-legged crawling and that ridiculous hunched-over bipedal waddling. My design evolved to the dawn of mankind. Sahelanthropus, the first steps towards humanity. An upright bipedal weapon system.
Oh, Huey. But yeah, there's several more tapes from that first interrogation from a few episodes ago. And we'll get around to all of those. Huey gets a lot of tapes in this game. And although we can't do it yet, we can eventually visit him on Mother Base.
I would love to hear a tape from Quiet.
Oh, yeah.
Just a lot of tape hissing and popping. You sort of hear wiggling, the wet
Yeah.
slap of her top ties as she drinks.
Yep. Ocelot just chimes in, I think she's breathing. This is a strut we haven't been to yet. Every new like category strut has one of those
Welcome back.
target things. I really like doing the target practice things in Peace Walker. I wish they were kind of better in the Phantom Pain, because like the ones in Peace Walker, like they were designed levels where like the targets would move in and out, and some were hidden, and you could figure out good points to shoot all of them. Whereas like the ones in the Phantom Pain are just like, yeah, they're just kind of all there, and you just shoot them all, and like the time limit isn't even a threat because they're so close together. I don't know. They just feel kind of like an afterthought to me.
You lost a lot of resources when the first Mother Base exploded.
You know why the boss is called Big Boss?
Everybody knows that. It was this unit in World War II.
Hey,
How you doing, boss?
yeah, don't talk about me behind my back when I'm right here. But hey, doing the target practice gets you some money, so it's still
Yeah.
worth doing.
So this is the combat units
Let us know if you
platform.
need supplies, boss.
Yeah. And another door that we can't enter, but it is another door that is just used for multiplayer stuff. That again, like one of the things I wish you could do is like at least for the main strut of each unit, it would be nice if there's like one building you could go into to do something.
And one has Cecile in it, and one
Yeah. Yeah, and and each one just has another lady from Metal Gear just like cordon off in it. You're like, why are you here? Why did nobody tell me?
Meryl's mom.
Yeah.
Nobody knows what she's doing here.
Yeah. The boss is there for some reason. Oh, hey, Strangelove's back. We just didn't tell you. We've been trying to keep it a secret from you, but you just keep stumbling upon all of them. Yeah, you can never like go into like any of the barracks or anything and see the guys hanging out, and I wish you could. It's another mod I'll have to show off at some point, but there are actually a couple mods to make Mother Base feel a little less sparse. It puts more soldiers on base, and it actually adds like Ocelot and stuff to the base. He'll be walking around and stuff too.
Are you drinking?
Whoa. Big Boss just goes in and thinks, I should be drinking too. So he just opens his mouth. Wow, quiet. She's so smart. This is the way to do it.
Boss.
And of course, as we change your emblem, hey.
There we go. That's my tactical boy.
Yeah, all the flags, and it'll be graffitied on random parts of like every strut too.
Weather surveillance indicates turbulence out there. Try not to get knocked out of the sky. Got it.
Maybe close the door for once.
Not my style. Yep, it's a helicopter, all right.
Quiet. Where does she think she's going?
You want to head out with the boss?
That'll be the day.
I don't see a problem with it, so long as she's with you. She's a crack shot, damn fine scout.
There's no guarantee, no reason to believe she would come back with you.
Yeah.
There's nothing damn fine about this.
She would just disappear into the wilds of Africa and rejoin the Cypher immediately.
I just like Miller just being like all bitchy about Quiet, just like makes her put her eye makeup on.
Blades.
Makes me mad.
Wait a minute, that thing costs a lot of money.
Miller, you may be second in command, but we don't give a fuck about your opinions at all. Shoot the helicopter, Quiet! Woo!
This is the one cutscene where I'm entirely on Miller's side with every statement.
Yeah. This changes nothing.
She can see each individual blade and her depth perception.
You want in? This is ridiculous. She doesn't talk. How could you possibly stay in
Is her
communication?
depth perception different from anyone else with two eyeballs that distance apart?
I don't know.
Right. I like working solo anyway.
Okay, I love you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
My kids hate each other.
Looks like you've gotten used to working with Quiet. I don't see a problem
What?
with getting
I don't know about getting used to working.
I've already talked it over with the R&D team.
Yeah, that's always a little abrupt. It's just like, nah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure no. Then it's like, well, you can work with Quiet now,
Being a
boss.
scout sniper, there are two tasks you can give
It's
Quiet.
the tense. It's the
First,
verb
Yeah.
tense.
infiltrate an outpost
Yeah,
ahead
it's
of you and
weird.
Scout out the enemy's positions. The second is to send her to
Oh,
a
got a
sniping
big
position
picture of her
and
now,
have
bigger
cover
than
your
anybody
infiltration.
else.
The kind of sniper support she'll provide will depend on the weapon you give her. Of course, this is all assuming she's willing to follow orders.
Yeah, that's a hell of an assumption, though.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, you very quickly go from like, it'd be cool to work with her, but I don't know about that too. Well, it seems like it's a good idea. Anyways, yeah, we got Quiet now. We're gonna be using her a little bit. But first, you can sell your resources. I'm selling a lot of this precious metal, because,
if there was some part of that cutscene where they were like, hey, do you, like, promise to come back at the end of the mission and not shoot the boss again?
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I was selling those precious metals, because they sell for a lot. And Venom Snake he spends a lot of money.
Boss, this contract comes from the MPLA, the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola. Apparently, new Western bipedal weapons have been deployed to Ditati abandoned village and are a threat to their troops. Our job is to eliminate them. The bipedal weapons they're talking about are, of course, walker gears. As I previously reported, they're already in active service.
You reported from my eyewitness account.
A PF employed by the West obtains a prototype developed by the Soviets, yet the Russia-backed MPLA don't know the details. Eastern weapons technology developed in Afghanistan is being supplied to the West in Africa. Only Cypher would be capable of making something like that happen. So, boss, eliminate the walker gears at Ditati.
I really like that,
just like the MPLA
no matter what happens, that Miller just immediately blames Cypher. He could stub his toe. He could get a muscle cramp. It's fucking Cypher, boss. Oh boy. So, we're gonna do this mission kind of like a backwards way here. We're actually gonna go to the area where the mission takes place before doing the mission.
Okay.
Just because it sets it up to, if you go in here beforehand, you can set it up to be a really quick, like, easy S rank. Also, we've been developing a bunch of extra shit. And I haven't pointed it out before, but you can actually have multiple different loadouts, so that you don't have to, like, constantly equip and re-equip everything. I usually make one that costs very little money to deploy, because sometimes you need to go out and just do a couple things, and you don't need to spend, like, 100,000 GMP to do it. We will be bringing Quiet, though. Hi, Quiet.
I'm sorry,
Uniforms,
but we have
naked.
to call her D-Quiet. It's only fair.
Hey, DQ! Alright, hopefully she cooperates. For no reason.
No reason yet given. There's every chance she might have reasons. We have no inkling of what they might be.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yep. Hi.
Ocelot's just got this weird hunch.
Yeah. And he just has tons of weird hunches throughout the entire game. He's just in a real, like, why the fuck not mood the whole game.
More evidence for Ocelot being the Cypher plant on base.
Whoa.
I mean, after our last discussion we had about who is the real mole, or was the real mole, you know, re-listen to the Chico tapes, because that video came out, and, like, Skullface does say the scientist is what got him in, but he could have been lying to Chico.
That's true.
Or Paz, or whoever he was talking to in that moment, I forget.
Quiet.
But
that's true. There's a command like with Dee where you just, like, call out Quiet's name, and it just, like, tells you where she is, because she can be very far away from you sometimes. But her reaction to you calling her is different depending on, like, your friendship level with her. But it's just 0 right now, so she doesn't like looking at us. And yeah, she's kind of mostly, like, unlike with other buddies where you're usually commanding them all the time to do stuff, you can just kind of, like, set her and just leave her and she'll do stuff on her own. But the main 2 commands with her just to tell her to either scout an enemy base or attack it. So Quiet is probably the best buddy in the game, especially, like, when you develop more equipment for her, because you can just tell her to go attack an outpost and she'll kill everyone there on her own. You can just sit there and she like plays the game for you.
Fire!
But yeah, you can either like individually command her to shoot out certain guys, or like, yeah, if you just tell her to attack, she just goes hog wild and she'll just keep going until like everyone's dead.
Yeah, but she isn't really happy to parachute in.
Nah.
So, not the best buddy, actually, turns out.
That's African peach. The shape of its petals gives it the nickname the pincushion. It's used in local traditional medicine as a pain reliever and tranquilizer.
So going in ahead of time, before actually starting the mission here, it lets you kind of just like, there's less guys here before you do the mission, and so it kind of just easily lets you like go in and destroy all of their defenses. And doing that means that you can very easily complete the actual mission in like 2 minutes. It's great. So first of all, they only have one anti-air emplacement, but gotta get rid of it. And also, yeah, like once Quiet starts sniping, they will try and mortar her and stuff. Anytime like a mortar is even slightly close to her, she always moves to a new position.
Yeah, I remember the boss fight. She's
yeah, I will say she's not quite as like smart as she is when you fight her in her boss fight, because it is possible for like normal soldiers to just like run up onto the hill she is at and then just like shoot her a couple of times. Although I guess her weakness has always been like just bombs falling on her head.
Yeah,
She couldn't do anything about the airstrike on her head. Oh, and I should mention, Quiet, the lady she is based on, her actress her name is Stephanie Justin. She is a actor, singer, and model. She actually did a Let's Play of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Yeah, doesn't she just like love being quiet?
Yeah, she seems to love being quiet. So good for her.
The character, that is. It's very confusing.
Yeah, it is. But yeah, you could pretty easily find it on YouTube. But yeah, she like played the whole fucking game. The only one I've really watched was the one where like Quiet first appears in the boss fight and stuff.
But no, that's gotta be awesome. Like, hell yeah, I do the same shit, man.
Because I checked like other stuff she had been in before, and I think it's been a little while, but I think MGS5 was like her biggest thing she's done so far, because she doesn't seem to have been active for super long. And she just lives in Japan, or is in Japan a lot, so she's just been in some like Japanese TV and I think a movie maybe. She's also the person who sings Quiet's theme later in the game. Oh. It's a really good theme.
Yeah.
I almost
a lot of humming, I imagine.
Yeah. No, there's actual lyrics to it. Oh hey, Quiet.
Fire!
Like Quiet's theme, like when the full version happens later in the game, it's really, really good, and I wish Quiet's actual like character matched how much I like the song. Because I don't know, I've seen people like not just like random people, but other people where I'm usually like, yeah, I totally agree with your opinions generally, and I've seen them also say like, okay, Quiet might have a really goofy, horny design, you know, but she's still a really good character, and I'm just like, I don't know. Like, despite how much she's in the game, her own little subplot is pretty short, and I don't think it's anything that special or good, really. I don't know. It'll be a long time before we see that shit, really, but
Right. I mean, I'm sure people have been expecting me to, like, say shit, but I will when I have shit to say. How about that?
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Other things Quiet can do, she can just, like, distract people by shooting other shit. It can be helpful. You can't just, like, you can also tell her to shoot vehicles and stuff, but it's pretty ineffective now. Mm-hmm. Later on, you can just, like, develop a gigantic sniper rifle for her that can blow up tanks in 2 shots. And then she's just, like, unstoppable, really.
She gets that gun that Valkyrie has in, Thor 3.
Oh, yeah.
And she does the hip wiggle. It's a direct inspiration for Thor Ragnarok. Man, Tessa Thompson blew up over the last 2 years, and that's fantastic, if you ask me. Annihilation, love that movie. I love Annihilation.
I still haven't seen Annihilation, and I really want to.
She's...
Yeah. That Annihilation is, like, the movie I've been meaning to, like, watch, and I just haven't had a chance to. You're the one I've chosen to live.
Tell the story.
So, like, another thing that can happen with Quiet is, even if you don't tell her to attack, like, she's only scouting, if you get caught, she will shoot whoever caught you.
Nice.
Like, immediately. So, like, even,
Subject on board. Leave the rest of us.
like, you know, you get caught and you go into reflex mode. Like, the instant it turns on, you immediately hear her gunfire. So you're just watching in slow motion, knowing this man's already destined to die. And you can't do anything but just wait for the bullet to hit him in the skull.
Just in slow motion mouthing, "I'm sorry."
Dancing with tears in my eyes. That's what that one is. It can be a little bit of a problem, though, because, you know, sometimes you can accidentally, like, activate reflex mode just because, like, a guy very briefly sees you before you grab him.
I love that these people have the world's cheapest plastic furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good.
It's so light. It's so light.
No, but just, like, that white chair design is so, like, there's millions of those in the world. I love it.
Yeah, even I had those. But yeah, you can just, like, briefly activate reflex mode because a guy, like, saw you for a split second before you grabbed him. It's like, oh, it's fine, I grabbed him. He's not going to start alerting. Too bad. Quiet already fired a bullet, and even though he's in your grasp, he's going to die. So that sometimes, because of that, Quiet has killed a guy I've kind of wanted to balloon.
She's just trying to take care of you. She's making sure that you have a reason to go in the shower because she knows you're thirsty. You're dehydrated, boss.
Whoa.
So she has to make you very, very bloody. She can't exactly tell you, hey, bring a canteen.
And she refuses to write notes. Even though she, like, most likely knows how to read and write. Old. That's the word we got.
You can make old boys.
Yep.
Is there a hammer we could put on the emblem?
I don't... There might be, yeah. I forget what all the emblems are, but there's a chance there's a hammer. You could probably, like, very easily mod in a hammer, too, honestly. Also, a thing I haven't shown before, you don't always have to call the helicopter. If you're just, like, in the open world not doing a mission, you can just select return to helicopter from the menu. It's way quicker. But yeah, we cleaned out the outpost, took out their defenses. Oh, and just, you know, Quiet's the only other buddy who, like, rides in the helicopter with you. But if, just like with Dee Dee, if you just, like, look at her, it does increase your friendship a little bit. And also her reaction to you looking at her changes, like, the more friendly you've become with her. Right now, she just, like,
I'm a little nervous about what top-level friendliness gets you.
It's bad. I mean, it's Hideo Kojima, and he was already too horny to not make a sniper character that was, like, you know, looking like that. I
just worry about her crawling through gravel.
Yeah. Ow.
Just all the pockmarks on her little tummy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we blew up the, their anti-air stuff, so now we can fly the helicopter in very close. And also, we're gonna prepare for the mission afterwards as well. So we got some new guns. G44 is really cool. It's got a scope. A slightly better rocket launcher.
Ooh.
It's a little better. Some other random stuff. But we also developed one of my favorite... oh, this is also the one of the pistols from Ground Zeroes.
Oh, yeah.
It takes a while for the Ground Zeroes weapons to start popping in. But we also developed one of my favorite outfits in the game, just because it's both useful and it looks really goofy. Also need some potassium. But, if we go to our camo, go all the way to the bottom, we've made the battle dress, and now he looks like a Michael Bay's Ninja Turtle.
Hell yes.
Look at him, he's so thick now.
Oh my goodness. God, it's like a Christmas story. I can't put my arms down.
Yeah. That is absolutely something like 3 other people have to help him put on, right? There's no way you can put that on yourself.
Just look at the contrast between them.
I know.
It's that scene in Friends when Joey puts on all of Chandler's clothes at the same time. I might have that backwards, but still.
Yeah.
Boss, this contract comes from the People's Movement for the Liberation of Angola, also known as the MPLA. The PF at Ditati Abandoned Village has been supplied with walker gears.
I just love the trend of Peace Walker and Phantom Pain giving Big Boss outfits that just make him huge. Look at him! He's just a big block.
So what does the battle dress do? I imagine it's armored. It appears to be armored.
Oh, yeah, the battle dress is just really good if you're planning to get shot a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It just increases your defense by a lot. And that's pretty much what it's good for.
Eliminate it any way you'd like.
So doing this mission the quick way is basically just shooting them from the sky with the helicopter's minigun. And it's pretty easy to do that if you go in beforehand and just blow up their anti-air stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Because, like, despite there being a decent amount of guys, they can't really do much with just their rifles. And all the walker gears are very easy to spot, like, from the helicopter. Also, the minigun does overheat, it just takes a long time.
Excellent work. Another one down. Now for the next.
I will say, though, that the battle dress is not very good for sneaking.
It appears to be sneak poor, I would say.
Yeah. Also, it is possible to, like, finish this mission in the helicopter and, like, just immediately fly away, but I am purposefully hopping off because we can just go straight to another mission right after this.
Right. Now on to the next.
Yeah, you can get shot quite a lot with the battle dress, and, like, you can upgrade it several times to the point where, like, unless there's rocket launchers or armor-piercing stuff involved, you'll be fine for a good long while.
But Kaz, it's not a dress. Where's my skirt? I want a tactical skirt, Kaz.
I mean, it's close. The battle dress does kind of have, like, flaps in the front and back. It's almost a skirt. Not quite.
You do have a butt panel, and I appreciate the butt panel.
Yeah, you gotta guard the butt.
You've got a bloody butt, and that's no fun.
It's not great having a bloody butt. Look, I'm gonna have to take a shower after this now, and Quiet's very relieved.
Not a full shower, just a bidet.
Yeah. Maybe need to get shot some more here. There are 2 prisoners you can grab in this mission. They don't have skills that are... Oh, thanks, Quiet. Yeah, that is one thing, though. Quiet isn't great at aiming for the face when somebody's wearing a helmet. She'll always shoot their helmet off instead. But yeah, there are 2 prisoners that get here. They don't have skills unique to the mission, but they are a little more rare. There's a trap specialist, and there's also a transportation specialist.
He's coming too. Roger that.
Transportation specialist is very good to get if you haven't already found one by this point, because you need him to upgrade your Fulton balloons more. And at this point in the game, we're suddenly going to get a lot of missions where we need to be Fultoning very heavy things.
Yeah. So that's the kind of transportation that they're a specialist in.
And really, like, I don't know if you really need them. You just need to go to the R&D team and go, like, can you make the balloon lift heavier things? What if there were 3 balloons in my Fulton?
What if bigger? What if bigger?
What if just big? Look, I'm called Big Boss for a reason. What if big? After that point, he just needs to get, like, the mother base graphic designer just to make posters to put in all of R&D that just say, what if big?
What if big?
That's just really the design mantra for upgrading all of our shit. Like, either the thing needs to be bigger, or it needs to make explosions that are bigger.
Like, one of the posters is just a walker gear next to Seth the Lanthropus. And like, come on, what if big?
Come on.
You can't let them outbiggen us.
That's it. You've made it out of the hot zone. No sign of the enemy. Mission complete, boss.
It's still so weird to see Big Boss driving vehicles.
How does he fit in that outfit?
I don't know.
Great work.
He had to shift the seat all the way back. Ooh, a puppy.
Our friendship went up a ton with Quiet because she didn't have to do much work. I mean, she had to shoot a couple people at the end, but most of it was just a helicopter ride.
There we go. Now I understand her character. Now I'm on board.
Yeah.
I gotta just, like, chill out. Thumbs up, boss.
She just wants to get paid while not really working that much.
Love it. Same.